That normal monster hype is really starting to stir up some prices back here. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. Primite Lordly Load. So we're at 35 listings right now on the Seeker. I've been watching this car kind of go up the last day or so, and I gotta tell you, it's pretty interesting to see because so many people are like, oh, you know, the normal monster support is worthless. If you're not picking up a playset of these right now, and you're like, oh, it'll go down to $3 again, I don't think it's going to happen. I think more and more people have kind of snapped around out here and been like, huh, this is actually kind of going up in price. We actually need to kind of pay attention. I mean, lowest verified is going to put you at $6, which is not like the worst thing in the world, but you got to remember, you know, Dex being able to have 9 copies of, you know, some of their normal monster access, like Rika out here, you gotta kind of think about that, which is kind of important. And then, of course, the QCR at 4 listings right now. Once again, I mean, in comparison, apples to oranges. I mean, your last sale was 25, 20, 26, with, you know, 40, 50 being your last lowest verified out here in the middle of nowhere. So for the time being, the best thing I can tell you is we'll see how this goes. I think these will repopulate a little bit, but I don't think you're going to get these below 40 again. Like, that's just the realistic thing right now. So this one has been an interesting ride. Somebody, I told all my friends, I was like, man, did you see how much dimensional barriers went up to? And they're like, aren't they still $25? And I was like, these things were $25? Like, how? I guess back in September they were $20, but as of filming this right now, dimensional barrier has hit the $40 mark right now. Now, I mean, being able to you know, call synchro to stop Tenpai from playing the game, being able to jam out any of these other, you know, more problematic decks, we've seen this card do really, really good things where it needs to. And I mean, 40, even on up to 42, $44. I cannot imagine wanting to spend $44 on a copy of Dimensional Barrier. Like, it just doesn't seem like the best thing to be doing for your collection. But people are going to do it, and yeah, it's a little bit rough. Oak. Now, this is interesting to me because Oak just feels like it's about to just get blown up. Like, you see 17 listings here. You scroll on down here, you see $2, $2, $2. And then you're, what, 22, 24, 25 copies away from this card, blasting on into the $4 mark and actually technically leveling up. And then you have Gamer's Choice line down here at 79. So I don't necessarily think that Oak's going to be a $6 card anytime soon, because, I mean, honestly, it's a 1 to 2 of. 2 if, you know, you're trying to expand out the engine a little bit more, but I don't think that this card's going to get another higher rarity. I could be wrong. I mean, we could see this. I guess they could toss it in, you know, the Bonanza set, but I think people would just look around and go, question mark, question mark, question mark, like, why Oak of all things? But we got to keep an eye on this thing because this is the danger zone of numbers that you got to just go, huh, from a card doubling from a penny stonk to a penny stonk. Yeah, I love leveling up. Abyss Shark. We are at 67 listings of this. Now, I got to tell you, this card is very, very interesting to track. We have so many people out here that I guess just bought the Water Duelist pack at the $25 mark back in the day, just trying to pull droplets, that there's just so much Abyss Shark out there floating in the waters that it's kind of interesting to be seeing out here. Lowest Abyss Shark right now is going to put you at about the $9 range. That's honestly nothing too weird to be seeing, but it's the amount of decks that want this card that I think I really care about. Yeah, look at your sales data on this, just alone on the 23rd. Like, whew, that's a lot. Same thing like through the 22nd too. Like, this card is moving at a pretty large rate, and you know, I think we just want to put a warning sign on it and go, hey, keep an eye on this. We never know when something's going to go sideways with this type of thing. I figured it would have already if it was going to do something, so we might be out of the danger waters there. Lighter destruction booster boxes. So, for those of you that were kind of upset that Europe was the only one that got the set of this, well, Gamer's Choice down here actually has boxes for $65 a box. And I just wanted to point this out here to the people that wanted product for this. You can get it affordably, all right? You want to put a box aside for collection purposes, come back to it later, you can. $65 a box is nothing really too bad, especially for you old collectors out there. You guys also know if you buy anything on TCG Player, you can use my link down below in the description. Help support the channel, and at no cost to you whatsoever, and I would appreciate it. It really does help out. Yeah, $65 if you want one of these for your collection. All right, Galtea. We're at 24 listings for Galtea. Nothing, pretty large numbers out here. The thing that I find very, very interesting about Galtea is, you know, the $62 price tag is pretty much stuck around at this point, and it's not really going anywhere. Also, shifting on over here to Mr. Dingrisu. Ding Ding here is also hit some pretty crazy numbers. 36 hitting on up to the $40 range here, and I don't foresee this stopping either. The Orcust hype right now is crazy. Even if Orcust doesn't end up being a tier 1 deck right now, so many people are super excited just to get the new support that we're watching this card just kind of go up in real time, and I'm excited for that, honestly. I know a lot of people want this. Infinite Impermanence, RA01. You know, just wanted to point out back here that, you know, all imperms in general, kind of in like the $7 range here, but the real danger back here is dun. Yeah, good old QCR is doing it again. We're at 12 listings right now. Every base rarity imperm's like $7. These are coming in at what, 85 on up to 100, on up to 115. You're spending $115 for imperms right now, which is kind of stupid. I'm not spending. I have ultis, like, I'd rather have the ultimate rares, but, like, looking at this price point for this is crazy, man. Like, and our people, what's sold data looking like here? Yeah, I mean, last solds were 89, 76. Yeah, it doesn't look like we've had anything over 100 yet, but that's interesting. Also, heatwave. I don't know if you've been paying attention to the quantities of these. Like, yeah, the card's gone down, but we have 23 listings of this thing on the market right now. I'm just intrigued with this because this is one of those cards you look at and you're like, it shouldn't be going up in price, but it is for some reason. We'll have to wait and see how this goes, because I am curious for the long haul what we're expecting, but that's a big one. Dimension Shifter. Wow. $38, $42. It's not cheap out here anymore. Things have changed in the world of shifters. 42. Yeah, I mean, you've had not any sales relatively at all, but what you are seeing here is this card exploding in value still to this day. I mean, with Malice in the future out here wanting to play this card, I do fully expect some more craziness to be coming, but yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see what more we can come up with, because this stuff, it really is something. And then, of course, Retro Pack 2 boxes. I've been watching these. These have been getting cheaper. We're down to $175 a box right now. And the market is, it's not that we're rejecting these. It's just for how rare these are and what they were, seeing them just go down, I honestly think is a good thing. Like, you want things like this to push down relatively easily. But outside of that, very interesting just to see what's going on in today's market. So, what do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Remember, as per usual, want to be walking away with a booster pack in the comment section down below. It's something fun that we do for the channel. And, well, I'm curious to see how much is going to change. You guys have a good rest of your day, all right? Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.